What is up, everybody? Welcome to George Reviews. I'm your host, the 80s Transformers fan, and today we'll be taking a look at SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Son Goku Legendary Super Saiyan. I'm so excited for this figure. I do not have an open Super Saiyan Goku. I'm happy to get this one from the Namek saga. The Namek saga was my favorite saga. Goku's original Super Saiyan transformation was in my top 2 or 3 Saiyan transformations of all time. Front of the packaging. You can see Goku with, he's partially covered up by an image of the actual toy that's in the packaging. Goku yelling out, powering up. But you can see Goku in the packaging. You can see some replacement hair. You can see multiple face plates. There's 3 of them. We have 5 interchangeable hands, counting the ones he's wearing. That's at least 6 that I can see. The Kamehameha ball is between his legs. And when it rotates to the side, you can see an extra hair piece for Goku. A lot of stuff in this packaging. Side panel has some poses of the figure within. We see the Kamehameha wave to determine Goku, his leg kicking out. The back panel has a picture of the toy pulled straight from the cartoon when Goku was staring down Frieza, sizing him up, and he just told Frieza, it's done. It's done. A couple more images of the product within. The bottom has a little bit of business down here. We got warning, choking hazards for ages 15 plus, caution. Bandai Namco, a couple different places. Bandai Spirit. Side panel allows you to see into the box. So I'm going to get Goku off the turntable and take a look. This is my early Christmas present to myself. Pre-ordered it off BigBadToyStore.com. Came in the mail, I think, on the 21st or 22nd, right in time for Christmas. So I'm going to get this guy open, and let's check it out. All right, before I get this Goku open, I got to show you, like, this is going to be my first open Super Saiyan Goku and my second open Goku figure, period. And I'm very excited to get it open. But I got to show you, I've been collecting these figures. And when I first started, I was just going to get one. I had got the original Super Saiyan Goku release that they've now re-released as a con exclusive with like the translucent hair. I can't remember. It came out in 2022. But the first release, I saw it at Toys R Us at the end of Toys R Us days. I grabbed it, and because of the pricing of the figure, I think I paid like $69 for it. I was like, I'm keeping it in the package. Just hold on to it. Then the thing skyrocketed. I wound up selling it for double the price. And one day, for Father's Day, my kids bought me. So they bought me Ultra Instinct Goku, and then not knowing that I had got rid of my other Goku and I was trying not to collect these, I got the Ultra Instinct Goku. I've never opened it. Then my birthday was like 8 days after Father's Day. Then they got me Jiren to complement this piece. So then I was back into collecting these guys. Since then, this isn't in any particular order, but I've gotten, what is this, Full Power Goku? Yeah, Full Power Goku Super Saiyan figure, and I was trying to get a right time to review these guys, and I never reviewed any of these so far. Then later on I would get at Target Super Saiyan Blue. He's still at Target. I had this guy for 2 years. He's been at Target for like 2 years. Got him. Then I got Super Saiyan 3, which was probably my favorite Super Saiyan transformation, because the whole world was watching when he did it. That's why I loved it a little bit more than his initial transformation. So I wound up getting this one. I had to move these guys to the side. Then I got Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And look, I haven't even opened it, but like somebody stepped on it and no one's admitted to it yet. But I got Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Really liking, digging this figure. It was the more modern body, and I still didn't get a chance to get to it. And I got this exclusive edition of Super Saiyan 2 Goku with the power backup, and I really felt like I was going to love this one, and I didn't review that one. And I got the re-release of Super Saiyan God Goku with the translucent hair. I love the translucent hair. I know most of the fan community like the matte finish, but I'm a translucent guy because it seems more like a power-up, and then I like the metallic hair. But it's not what we came here for. I'm so excited to get this guy open, so let's do it. I'm going to take him and find the tape. Here's the interior of the box. We got instructions right here on the flap. Nothing further in the box that I can see. Or more instructions on the reverse flap over there. The face plates and here. Goku in the tray. We have the Kamehameha wave beams right here. The other hair that we really couldn't see. Back of the tray. Let's get Goku open. Take a look. Yes, sir. See Goku out of there. He's not tied down at all. He has a little plastic around his waist. That new toy smell. He looks great. He's beefy. The pants are tattered. It looks sweet. With all the hands. I'm just going to pull this stuff out off camera and go from there. All right, let's recap our Goku. He comes with 3 additional face plates. Counting the one he's wearing packaged in the boxes. 4 different facial expressions. He comes with 6 sets of hands, counting the one he's packaged with. He comes with an interchangeable front hairpiece and a totally interchangeable hairpiece with basically a secondary head once you swap in and out the faces. And most importantly, what I'm most excited about, he comes with the Kamehameha Blast. And I want to take a look at that first because this is the ball right here. The holes in the ball are specifically meant to take a particular beam of energy coming from the Kamehameha ball, and it's only meant to go a certain way with the different holes. And here's one beam. It goes right here. All right, here's the little tip for this particular piece. See if I can find that. I think this is that hole right here. I think it is. Yep, got that correct. Okay, I think this one is it. It feels like a match right here. I think this is it right here. I'm just mashing them in. We'll know at the end. And the final one, a larger one, should go right here in that weird little hole. And here we go. And he has an extra hole for him to put his hand in for the Kamehameha Blast. I think it would have been 2 of these holes because he has 2 Kamehameha hand holes. Let's check it out right now. This is a hand for the Kamehameha. This is Goku's right hand. And I'm going to plug it in right here for later on. Alright, how about that? And we got hands on for a Kamehameha. It seems like he would have 2 holes in it to put 2 hands on it. Well, there we go. Bring Son Goku closer and let's get started. Take a look. He got so much hair. Got to kind of lift his head back to look at his face. He has a very stern look on his face. The blue Super Saiyan eyes. Slit for the mouth. Nice expression on his eyebrows. The hair looks good. And I'm cool with these figures either way, but I prefer the translucent hair. Most people prefer this finish, the matte finish with a little bit darker highlights in between the hair strands. No highlights in the back of the hair. That's just the way the light's falling on it. But around the front of the hair, we have some darker yellow highlights. And remove this frontal piece. You can see the darker hair highlights right there. On Goku, love it. He looks fantastic. I felt like at this point in the saga, this is Goku when he rolls out of the lava. When he first transformed, we've never gotten a first transformation to Super Saiyan Goku for SH Figuarts. People think the one with the shirt still ripped over one shoulder is the first transformation. But when he first transformed against Frieza to a Super Saiyan, Goku had on the full shirt. I think it had like one hole in it, was tattered on the sleeves, but Goku still had on the full shirt doing his first transformation. We've never gotten that version of Goku from these guys. You can take some of the Gokus and put them together and get that, but they never officially released the legendary transformation officially. But anyway, this was later in the fight when he rolls from the lava after Frieza knocked him into the lava, and I guess it burned off the remaining one shoulder, but not quite the pants. Like, he was in the lava, but somehow his pants stayed intact. It's okay, it's just a cartoon. But look at his shoulders. He is so buff, and he is so beefy. Look at these butterfly joints. I'm getting so excited. I'm forgetting the official rundown of a review. Let's get this plastic off of him, because he is mine. He is in the collection. Plastic off of Goku. Look at this guy. He is ripped. Look at those shoulders. Look at the abs. Look at the pecs on his chest. Wow. He is ripped. Look at that back. I mean, Frieza didn't stand a chance. This is full power Goku. And I guess he wasn't full power until he came out of the lava and they got everybody off Namek, and then he was ready to fight Frieza all out once they wished everybody to Earth. Here is the tatter on the waist. That looks good. It appears to be a separate piece that floats around with his belt. The belt moves at the little knot right here. Just orange pants. Orange is my favorite color in the world, and they nailed it right here. Some lighter yellow highlights or lighter orange highlights on his pants shading. No real shading in the back to speak of. I love the ripped flesh exposed underneath the pants. That is so awesome. It's so tattered and windswept down here. His boots are a little pointier than I'm used to seeing Goku boots at the toe right here. I got another Goku I'll bring out and take a look at that. The little straps on his boots painted red. Looks good. This figure looks fantastic. They're calling it Figure of the Year for 2023, coming out right at the end. And from what I can see, they are not wrong. This thing looks great. So let's give Goku articulation a rundown real quick. There's a lot going on here. But our Goku can look up this far. Get his beefy shoulders down. Goku can look down this far. He's moving on a hinge at his neck. And the neck is moving inside the shoulders here. Okay, he can obviously rotate his head all the way around. Full 360. Coming to his shoulders. Get his shoulders up this far like this. We could take one arm fully 360, coming back down to these butterfly joints here. We can get his arms in this far, almost have his fist touched without holding them in. This is the separation once you use that butterfly joint right there. Again, back out, nice butterfly out. Bicep swivel, well molded biceps. You can elbow bend this far as double jointed. And it would go further, but he is so beefy at the bicep right there. This is as far as it's going. This is how it breaks up. Coming down to the wrist. And this is a separate little plastic piece right here for his wristband. 360 at the wrist. It's on a ball joint. It hinges all around because it's on a circular ball joint. Coming down to his midsection and his 4-pack. I mean, this guy is ripped. How much are we getting out of that? Okay, we're getting a nice little range of motion out of that, coming down, rear and back. That in combination with the waist down here. Gonna roll it all the way around. See, does it 360? Because of the cut and design, the oval shape, it won't quite 360. I probably could force it, but I am not going to do that. We get that much side to side out of them. Let's realign it. And coming to his legs. And we get a full split out of Goku, which is fantastic. This newer style body, I believe this is 3.0. I'm not very versed in which one is which because I keep most of mine in a box. But I'm going to change that. He can kick this far to the front. And in addition, that far to the back before he hits his little butt piece right here. He has an upper thigh swivel. This orange is fantastic. Thigh swivel, a little bit right there. And coming down to his knee joint, bends right here at the knee. It's very nicely molded right underneath the tattering of the pants leg. Does it swivel in here? I thought maybe it swivel. It might be the previous release that swivel underneath the pants leg. If it does, mine is pretty stiff and not doing it. Coming down to the boot cut. Mine's not swiveling. If it is, it's very stiff. I'm not going to break it here. But I'm not getting a swivel. That's kind of weird. When we only get the upper thigh swivel right here, coming out to his foot, that will 360. I like the little joint they got in there. It comes about this far forward, which is, oh, that's not bad. Back this far, he has a toe articulation, of course, which is fantastic. Nice molded in sole of his shoe. That looks very good. And again, when this artwork to me, the Goku Frieza fight was like, I think it's still the longest fight in anime history. And toward the end, it got a little bit lazy. And I believe this is stylized off of what years I call the lazy part of the artwork. And I still think it looks great. It looks 100% accurate. But I think it got lazy as the Frieza fight went along. The hair was kind of super long and a little bit more messy. And this is what we got. But makes for an awesome, awesome figure. Okay, next up we're going to change Goku bangs because the artwork changed a little bit. Take off this little front piece. It's 2 pegs holding his hair in. Plug these in. And bam, you got a different look. The wind was blowing on Namek pretty tough and he was screaming and yelling and moving around a lot. So you had a little bit of a different look throughout the fight on Namek. And hangs down a little bit too far for me. So I'm probably not going to be using this one a lot, but I always like options, and once it's still on the shelf long enough, I probably will change it out. So we get that. Along with that, we have interchangeable face plates. Let me show you one time, then I'll just pop the rest on. You pop it out, just slides out just like that. This is the unplugged bang and face plates. So we are going to go with the smirking Goku face. The face printing is excellent, as I would expect from SH Figuarts. Sometimes they get a little sloppy. People complain about the Vietnam factory, but this one looks good. Gonna go back with the regular hairpiece, the packaged in hairpiece. And he's just smirking at Frieza, waiting for him to make a move. And it's just a monkey, right? Okay, now we have the angry faceplate. I switched the bang back out just to be a little bit different. Frieza! His name was Krillin! I mean, this face is... And here is the money faceplate right here. Ally to good, nightmare to you. Angry expression, eyes are closer to his nose. You can see the teeth, the inner mouth. I mean, teeth all the way back to the back of his throat. I mean, that looks fantastic. Awesome. And I think this is most, I mean, it goes with either head, but the secondary head right here, I guess I better show this. We're going to pop off his head. That was easy enough. It came off a little bit too easy to me. There's the peg joint right here, in case you were wondering. There's the neck peg. Man, when I tell you that the hair is sharp, oh my goodness. Not for children under 15, I'm telling you. You get this to your 10-year-old, you're going to have a problem. I'm having a problem here. Alright, we got that on there. Switch to the yelling face. Let's get this on here. And go back to this little bang piece right here. This blowing up, or his power is pushing it up. Right here. And this particular faceplate comes from the moment when he yelled at Frieza. When Frieza made a joke about killing Krillin. And he was like, his name was Krillin and you're gonna pay. Something like that. I don't remember it exactly. But this was the exact expression that Goku made. All beefed up and powered up, and I mean, then he just handed it to Frieza after that. Goku knew the whole time he had more power than Frieza. He tested his limits, let Frieza have his moment, waited for him to power up full power, and then just gave him the beating of his life. Now, Goku, again, he comes with 6 different pairs of hands. It's one set that's very similar, but here's his open palm hands. Nice detailing in the hands as always. SH Figuarts figures. I mean, the fingernails. The line work is always impressive. He's packaged with some fists that are just equally as impressive for fists. Have a lot of detail in them. Let's get these off and show it one time. If you've never seen it, and if you have seen it, it's just the same standard pegs on SH Figuarts figures for the hands. And then you just peg on the new hands. Just like this. And these can be some energy deflecting hands, or shooting one key blast hand. And this head wants to come off. Since I put this head on, it's popped off a couple times in my hand. Kind of edited it out and leave that one on in here so you guys can see it. But yeah, he has this hand so he can charge up a blast and shoot the blast. But at this point in the fight with Frieza, Goku was just really brawling. I think he made one Kamehameha wave when Frieza tried to sneak up behind him. Once he beefed up to full power, but it was just a straight up brawl after that. The martial arts was over. But we got these hands. Next up, we have what I call the karate hands, martial art hands. That's what they are right here. And again, like I stated, Goku was no longer using martial arts. It was a straight up brawl for it all. He was just beefier, bigger, stronger, faster, and was just pummeling Frieza. At this point, next up, we have these like Kamehameha style hands without the Kamehameha ball holding peg. Here is the peg. I think these are like the same hand. Let's check it out. With and without the peg, yeah, these are the same hands. So we got a set if you don't want to use the peg. It comes with both of the hands. I got it stuck in this ball right here. So you got pegless and pegged Kamehameha hands. Alright, lastly we have what I'm calling another set of martial art styled hands. They're very similar to these except for the 2 small fingers are not folded down as far. They're somewhere in between the martial art hands and the Kamehameha hands. You know, they sort of kind of open, but not really. And finally, we have the Kamehameha hands, or hand. I just realized why it doesn't have 2 holes in the ball, so that one hand can kind of be free to manipulate and move around, while the other hand's actually gripping the Kamehameha wave. And man, this thing looks fantastic. Hate to keep saying it, but it really does. The white highlights on the Kamehameha wave, the translucent blue, the shape of like the little crystals jutting from it, or light beams that look like crystals. Man, it looks good. I mean, Frieza is finna get it right here. So I guess if you wanted it on this hand, you would just switch out to this hand and peg it over here and kind of have this be the loose hand. Or he can get the one-handed Kamehameha wave against Cell type thing going on. But man, every SH figure art Dragon Ball figure should come with a Ki Blast unless it's Chi-Chi or Bulma. Oh, I'm so excited to have this figure. And I love this figure so much, I kind of been milking it. But let's wind this thing down. Let's give Goku the size up and the rundown. We're going to do it blonde style. From Master of the Universe Classics, here's Super 7's He-Man Filmation Edition. Representing the world of Marvel Legends, here is the Norse god himself, Thor. Duke from G.I. Joe Classified series. Now from the world of SH Figure Arts, here is Son Goku with his son, Gohan. Beast Gohan. These guys share the newer body styles, but only parts I think they share that I can see with my naked eye is the elbow joints. Here's Super Saiyan Prince Vegeta Awakened Super Saiyan Blood. Standard Super Saiyan Broly, and I never liked the Super Saiyan hair on this guy. It was just too much paint over the already yellow plastic. Here is Final Form Frieza, and man, you don't realize how tiny he is till you get him right next to another SH Figure Arts figure. Let me just bring Broly back out. I mean, whoa, Frieza is little. And here we have our Saiyan raised on Earth Goku. Now, while I love the constant improvement in the figures from SH Figure Arts, what I don't love is how they jump around with the color and the stylization of the gi from figure to figure. I mean, it's supposed to be the exact same outfit, you know what I mean? I mean, he changed the logo on the shirt a couple times, so it'll be the same outfit. Only thing that kind of matches are the boots. Sort of, kind of. Yeah, you got a totally different Goku here. And I'm not knocking it, but I kind of like a little consistency from figure to figure. Let's get Goku next to the cartoon model. I just love it when the toy sits next to the actual cartoon. All right, before I get to my final commentary, one little thing I want to add. You cannot swap the heads between, I believe, the majority of Gokus. I only have these two, but the pegs are different. The Saiyan Raised on Earth peg is smaller. You can get this head to fit on here. It'll just kind of sit on there. It doesn't look bad. I wish he had came with a base form head, and I know some people might be like, well, it's full power Goku. But he powered down against Frieza for 1 second after he was going to leave Namek and leave Frieza alive. Or try to leave Frieza alive. But this doesn't look too bad. It's just not, well, I guess it sticks on there a little bit, but it'll eventually come loose. And you could be, I'm not one of those guys to pull out the entire ball peg type thing. I think some people have done that, but I'm not that type of guy. And over here, like, it's just way too big. Doesn't look bad for our skin tone match, but that peg is just way too big. You can switch out Beast Gohan head for full power Goku's head. It fits on there just fine. It looks a little weird because of how it sits and how beefy Goku is, but it fits on the peg very naturally. Same thing over here. You don't get any bobble. You don't get any looseness. The skin tone is close enough. The Goku is really tanned, but it's close enough. I mean, it fits 100% natural. It doesn't feel loose as you rotate it around. You can swap those heads if you so chose to. Okay, my final thoughts on full power Goku. This guy, he's my favorite SH Figure Arts figure this year. Granted, I only collect Dragon Ball and I haven't opened them all, but he surpasses Beast Gohan, Future Trunks, and Frieza 2 for some of the ones that I've opened. And he feels very substantial. He's 100% solid. When you move the joints, when you maximize his articulation, you don't get the hollowing in the gaps of some figures. He doesn't come off looking like a model kit from no angle that you position him in. He looks fantastic with everything you do. Some of the bangs are not my favorite, never were in animation or whatever, but he looks good in whatever you do with this figure. He comes with a perfect amount of accessories. I always want a Ki Blast, and that is key, no pun intended. But he comes with everything that you could want or need from this saga. I always have a wish list, what I wish they have done. A lot of people have said it. I kind of wish they had shaded in the battle damage on his skin. It's molded and sculpted into his clothing and his body, but it's just not... There's no highlighting, no shading, no wash over it. And then on the Namek Saga, I don't think they do it in this line with the Dragon Ball Z figures, but Goku was like bleeding from the eyes, the nose, the ears, and the mouth. He had a lot of blood dripping. I wish we could have got a couple faces with a little bit of blood going on. But other than that, I think this figure is pretty much perfect. Some people have complained about the chest being a slightly different color and the pectoral area and over the shoulders being a slightly different color than the rest of the plastic. And I do know manufacturers will mold different plastics because they have to move well together. And some of the similar plastics close together will rub and you will get like a brittle plastic or too gummy of a plastic. So they kind of do that. But my thing is, it kind of matches let me bring this out real quick. It kind of matches the original Goku release I had from over 20 something years ago, maybe 25 years ago, Cartoon Network. We got a date on this? I don't see the date on this. But he always had a different colored chest than arms or whatever back in the day. And this is supposed to depict the exact same Goku, which is kind of cool. But other than that, there's no real complaints about this figure. If you don't have this figure and you collect SH Figuarts and you're on the fence or you're trying to get your money right or whatever it is holding you back from getting this figure, you need this figure. And if you have it, please tell me how much you love it in the comments. Or if you don't love it, let me know and let me know why. But this is my favorite Goku. This was mine. I kept this thing on my nightstand next to my bed. I posed them every day before and after work. I got some scuffing on it. But this was my go-to Goku. But now it's this guy. I'm going to need a second one. That's all I have for you guys. I don't want to ramble on too long. I want to thank you all for watching another episode of George Reviews, the reviews where every toy has a story.